population and housing census. Does it mean that you guys are going to cover the whole country, including visitors, including everyone who is, presently in the Gambia, or are there exemptions from your countings?
Anybody who is within the territory of the Gambia on our reference period, which is 15 April, 12 midnight, will be counted. If you happen to have a visitor yesterday, April 15, midnight, in your household, that visitor will be counted on our column called GPC 4. Those are for the visitors. We have GPC 5, which is for the usual members of your own household. Then we also have a column called usual members absent. So those will be listed there, and then any visitor who happen to spend census night with you in your own household will also be listed.
Census night is very important.
Very important. It's the reference period.
Joining us right now is Baba Suare, who is the Director for Social Statistics. Mr. Suare, welcome to the program. I'll first of all throw this question to you. Can you share with us some of the economic benefits of this census? Mr. Suare?
Thank you very much for the question. Let me apologize for being late. Simply because I've just returned from a countrywide trek. I returned this evening, and as Mrs. Jallo was just saying, the reference period for the census is 15th April, midnight. I've found you've started the program. Maybe you have already touched on some of the issues, but then I think it is proper for me to throw light on some of the issues. Censuses are not new in the Gambia. This is the 5th census we've conducted since independence. The first being 1973, 83, 93, 2003, and all were conducted successfully. Censuses are conducted every 10 years. It is important for the population to know that whatever results coming out of the census is going to be the basis for all our development plans and projects for the next 10 years. Censuses are expensive. Government and the development partners, particularly the UNFPA, have invested a lot in the census. Now, we've started the preparatory activities of the census since 2010 with a countrywide mapping exercise. The idea behind the mapping exercise is to ensure that, as the message reads, count everyone, everywhere in the Gambia, every house, everywhere in the Gambia. Meaning that we don't want to leave any person out. We don't want to leave any housing unit out. All have to be counted. That is the idea behind the mapping, to ensure that everything is captured.
Good. Now, let me come back to this question. Since everyone everywhere is supposed to be counted, we discussed earlier before you just come in, that it is very important for Gambians to support this initiative. Gambia Bureau of Statistics and the government of the Gambia and UNFPA is pumping a lot of money for this exercise. But from what one of our regional directors on the ground is saying, there is a level of some form of lack of cooperation. Being a director for social statistics, I want you to touch on some little relevance of this survey to impact some of those people who still have the belief that counting is irrelevant.
Yeah, in fact, I was coming to that, actually. This is just a start, an introduction, but actually I was heading to that. As I said, censuses are conducted once every 10 years. The reason why we cannot conduct censuses annually or so frequently is because of the cost implications. As I said, a lot of money is being pumped into the census, both from government and the development partners. This year alone, 2013, the census budget for 2013 alone is over $130 million. The bulk of this money is coming from government. Now, government is investing in this because they want to they plan better for the population. And how can the government plan better for the population is to have relevant, accurate, and relevant data on the population characteristics. This is why the census is important. People have to allay all their fears. There is no fear in the enumerators coming to their households to enumerate them. Okay? We are not only counting the number of persons, the head count. It's not only a head count, but for every person counted, we want to collect a lot of information pertaining to their demographic, economic, and social characteristics. Okay? For instance, we want to know how many of the population are males, how many are females, their age groups. What percentage of the population are within the age group 0 to 5? Children who are very, very vulnerable. What proportion of the population are women within the reproductive ages of 15 to 49? This is another very important cohort. We want to know what proportion of the population is within the school-going age. Okay? These are variables we collect. They are very important for government to plan better for this cohort of the population. The government wants to know how many women are within the reproductive ages, where are these women located, so that they plan better for them in terms of health services, okay? And so on. How many children are in the school-going age, okay? And how many do they expect to enter the school-going age in the coming years, okay? So that they plan better where to build schools, okay? How many teachers should they train, okay, over the years, okay? So these are some of the issues that the census throw light on. If people tend to falsify the information, okay, then whatever results is coming out of the census, okay, as I said, will be used by the government for all development plans and projects for the next 10 years. Therefore, because the information is faulty, is defected at the beginning, any plans and projects based on this information will not or may not produce the desired results. Hence, the investment in the census would become a waste.
Irrelevant. Thank you very much. I think that's a very important point. So any information that is given out for people who come to you to ask for information, try as much as possible to give them accurate and relevant information. But before I close, how long is the census going also? When is it going to end?
Now we started normal enumeration. It will go for 2 weeks, and then the building and compound listing went for a week. So it's almost 3 weeks.
Okay. So
altogether.
Is there a time frame for these people to do the counting, like from the morning? Because when you look at the normal working hours, people are not indoors and stuff like that. Is it in one way or the other affecting your counting? Well,
they can make callbacks, make appointment when they reach a household where nobody is there. You can just find maybe people who cannot give you the information. It's the duty of the enumerator to make appointment and return in the evening to enumerate.
Good. Now, that brings me also to my final question. it's a nationwide exercise.